I bought tequila, my girl wanted Bacardi Breezer. Strobe reflect the AV like a silver freezer. We got the sticking them, vicking them, lick the sticking them, picking them, rocking the shocking the ticket, the tucking the clock, and be rocking the nation. You can't face him. Dino the Dom, man up amazing. Blazing days in the phasing, grazing the racing, chasing the aces and places, taste this and face this. You can't erase this. Walk with me, Don Dino, as we have a look back at Harlem's finest, the legend. That was Big L. Check it out. Everybody dance, come on, dance, everybody dance, come on, dance, everybody dance, come on, dance, check it out. Now, pump your fist like this, come on, pump your fist, come on, pump your fist like this, check it out. Hey, yo, you better bleed out or get your head blown free. LP rappers all smoking like Reeboks. Every year I can't call it my name, bro. So niggas will still be rolling the track never came out. I got the bounce shout, always been a bounce shout. I go to boom, boom, go bow, bow. I know to have a hottie open. I keep the shotty smoking. Freaking half the balls in your body broken. When it comes to getting dookie, not a rookie. Got girls that make that bitch Tony Braxton look like Whoopi. Going 30 tricks, never hitting dirty chicks. Got 35 bodies, nigga, no making 36. Step to this shit, good as gold. Everybody in the house, roll, sing along. So whether you're young or you're old, the jewel that have is out of control. Aim at your lungs, your limbs, your heart, every bullet I load is made out of gold. You're running with boys, I'm running with men. I be ripping the mic and telling them 110. They said that make the D, he really done did it again. No time for idiots, no love for city cops. Sport a pretty watch, it out of the 50 rocks. No time for none of your niggas, I don't front and none of your niggas. I might pull out this like your niggas and rob every last one of your niggas. So Big L, the Harlem-based MC, first made his debut in Showbiz and AG's Runaway Slave album. And Big L actually advanced the DIT craftsmanship of Lord Finesse in terms of punchlines. And he just brought that style and advanced it in such a sense that it was so much gravitational pull that he just stood out amongst the many MCs at that period in time. You know, he just had that freshness and that lyrical flair. Also, he had the ability to incorporate the tongue twists amongst the street orientated lyrics and verses. I remember watching Big L in a performance in Subterranea when he was actually performing alongside OC, and Big L just took that show without a doubt. You know, his presence alone, he was just holding a bottle of water, just casual, normal, like a normal everyday guy, really. You know what I'm saying? And he just had that same ability he had on the mic and studio. He reflected on the stage, and he done even a beatbox and a freestyle. Yeah, so like I said, Big L in character was just a humble person. A totally different contrast to what he was on the LP, which was in a sense good, because at the same time, obviously he represented hip hop with the jewels and the ice, you know, even the street scene, but he never reflected the street scene in public, so to speak, in terms of his performance. He was generally presenting a nice person on a microphone and just showing the street edge with lyrical skills and ability. And I even remember one time on a radio show that they even asked him, they said, oh, and that was the time of Ebonics when he was coming with a newer flavor. And they was asking him, oh, Big L, how come you're not on that hardcore stuff anymore? And L was just like, nah, I'm not doing that type of stuff anymore because it's scaring people away. So it was good in the sense he was thinking about his fan base and excelling beyond that point. Yo, I'm from the big old era, rocking Average levels with time. I step on the stage in the head of a rage. You watch them fall like feathers. Can I test the done? Don Dino #1, smooth you turn cues for altitude, son. So whether you're young, you're older, but you that have is out of control. The aim with your lungs, your limbs, your heart, your bullet unload is made out of gold. Can't test Dino slash hero, Dino slash Al Pacino, Dino slash opposite zero. Then came Ebonics, a masterful track by Big L that focused on the slang of New York. So like Big L crafted this tune and he done it in a way that how we speak to each other in a hip hop community on a day-to-day basis and how influential it is in terms of how we use like words as chicks as girls, you know, dough is money. But he just done it in a New York vibe and how hip hop orientation reflected within the words of his community. So he was speaking to you in a hip hop language, and that's what was so revolutionary about that tune at that point in time, because no one had really done it so convincingly, you know. And it was, yeah, it was a dope tune. Kings and queens to sit and be witness. What's the lyrical physical fitness? Got the grand empirical classic material mind. It's put like a whiz kid. Back in the days we used to teach. Speaking in tongues, you can get sprung, you can get dumb when I pick up the mic. You know that I'm still number one. I'm radioactive and toxic. Sometimes I can move like robotics. I'm cleverly blurring the optics. My cyanide burns the objects. How many pounds try to drop it? It doesn't sound that hypnotic. How many? So now you're broke. Now you're dead, bro. Make it quick, money grip, oh you this out in a street brawl. I strike men quicker than lightning. You seen what happened in my last fight, friend? I then. L's a clever threat, a lyricist who never sweat. Comparing yourself to me is like a Benz to a Chevrolet. And clown rappers, I'm bound to slay. I'm saying hi to all the cuties from around the way. Yeah, cause I got all of them strong, Jack. My girls are like boomerangs, no matter how far I throw them, they come back. I'm coming straight out the NYC. I'm down with digging in the crates and I'm MVP. Big L will of course work alongside the legendary Kid Capri, who was his DJ slash producer. And Kid Capri, he had been around since the days of Melly Mel and piano. He was actually one of the scratch producers on the Piano album. So yeah, very iconic. One thing Big L addressed was the hip hop attire, and he done it greatly. Slick from the braids down to the leather jackets, slick shirts, ice chains. Yeah, he was kind of like one of the ones from that period in time to reignite that level of flossing that was prominent back in the days on Arabian Rakim, the likes of Kool G Rap and so forth, brought it forward. Okay, this is a 20th anniversary unboxing alongside some freestyle honors I've done over Big L in dedication to Big L. This is the honor to Big L, rhyme and carousel. Whether the battle is taking off in hell, it ain't hard to tell. Kings and queens sit and be witness. Lyrical physical fitness, got the ground empirical classic material mind. Dough is money, hoes is honey, slick is rich, can't test this, drift on the mic, can't test this, sunny, dinner the one, dinner the worldwide champion, to touch this micro, you'll be the next victim. My whole heat is on snow speeders, cut through the deck like a rough cheetah, board a chopper, roof a chrome feature, radioactive and toxic, sometimes I can move like robotics, cleverly blurring your optics, cyanide burns your object. Step in the lab, power the gamma ray, light that starts like a beam, better run away. The kinetic teams better meditate, our brains are so clever when we demonstrate. Moving now in slow motion, robotic electron explosions, revving up on bites, extremely star, gigantic wave implosions.
Check it, yo. Check it. While we hold gats, you hold knives. When you sow apes, we sow pies. When you roll bikes, we throw flies. There's no comparison, son. Just embarrassing. I'm running with some of the baddest men in the whole New York. We hold the fort while you tap claps is holding. Player hating, pushing stolen whips. We at the dice game holding trips. Out of town throwing bricks, taking over. Cooking up coke with baking soda. I buy hot jewels and ice it down. While you go to the jewelry store with short dough trying to bring the prices down. You better spread with them $30 kicks on or get whipped on. Knocked out cold and pissed on. L is a heavyweight of a steady paper. You the type to go to jail for a petty paper. Then come home on good behavior. Talking about you no longer hard now, cause you're a man of God now. Yo, it's amazing. L is blazing, always been. Before I put the braids in, I used to let the waves spin. What you be saying don't impress me at all. And them chicks you be saying don't be sexy at all. Word life, everything that I recite stand out. Go ahead in front so I can try this right hand out. Across your jaw, L never lost the war. No respect for them cowards who enforce the law. You got something to say, cough it out. Cause cats be wanting beef, but when you pull out the heat, they ready to talk it out. What is there to talk about? You was just frontin', now it ain't nothing. Ain't that something? I should start busting anyway and put one of you punks in the ground. That cats be killing me with y'all faces frown, jumping around like you scaring L, not even. Word, cause I'ma be a dog until I stop breathing. Plus I'm running with a smooth crew that'll shoot at you. You wanna knuckle up then? We can do that too.
Whatever you want to take from Big L, take it and embrace it. And try to forward on what he invented and pioneered in his own right. Because legends very rarely come twice in this lifetime. And hip hop, underground hip hop, is not really on the levels anymore opposed to how it used to be. So we can only look back on the memories that fulfilled our times as youths growing up during the 90s, and we honor these artists because they inspired us in that period of time, and they made life that much more dimensional, and they also uplifted the gift we know as hip-hop. Peace to Big L.
Baby, play on. I do something,